So here's Utsuka having Jeff and Otto report to him, and he's the and because Utsuka is the head of the Federation's Far East branch, Izu Island. Otto thinks that Utsuka is the typical glad-handing fella, but that doesn't last very long because Otto's actually really good. And he's like, "Oh, so you work for Londo Bright?" And he's a good boy. And he's like, "Whoa, you're totally not the dude I thought you were." But Tokyo seems safe for now, at least until someone goes after the lady. So the focus now spreads to the bigger picture. We've got the Neo Zeon thing between the Space Noids and the colonies attacking the Earth Noids. And they're apparently provoked within otherwise cooperation-friendly arenas. But Lady Yoon, commander of the Preventers, as Strays would have wished. Where is she? There she is, on the phone. And she says several of these things have turned into full-scale rioting, and several fatalities have already died. Loads of people are fucking murdered. She says that she doesn't know how it happened, but she's concerned that this would allow Neo Zeon to declare war based on the idea of it being like a false welcome. It's like, welcome into the Federation, and then we murder people from space. Eat shit. She already has Preventer agents in space, but she wants Jeffrey's assistance. And Utsuka says that all the instigators were formerly known as peaceful fellows who never evidenced any kind of rage or bloodlust that they showed then during the fighting, but it, touched off the mob. And and people who see it might, rise in vitriol, Federation, like the rise in likelihood of Neo Zeon wanting to declare independence, and the Federation Hawks who are trying to stop it, And whoever fires the first shot is, beside the point, because full-scale war looks like it's going to be happening. So Lady Yoon wants the nerds to go up to space, and they're going to send Jeffrey and Otto up. Space Noise, Londo Bell, yeah. Fight Neo Zeon. And then Otto talks about how it's like, oh yeah, people from the ADW all seem to be like hopeless romanticists. Helagama and the project, sure. It's like, what have Anaheim Electronics got to do with this? So, but meanwhile, the Crusher Squad is being recalled to help keep the Far East safe. The Helagama can go wherever it wants, and Otto's original mission is to oppose Neo Zeon, so he's going up there. This mission to preempt an outbreak of war seems a bit lip-wristed, but he's going. And the SMS will be teaming up with Mithril for some operation whose contents Utsuka has taken great care not to find out about. And Kiriko and Team D will go with him. Actually, no. Kiriko will go. But Team D, Fog Sweeper's orders, and the other super robots are going to remain in Japan for guard duty. Possibly against those dudes in Neo Tokyo 3. Bunch of wild fellas there. So, it's up to Jeffrey. As the boss to decide where Hibiki's going to end up. And we're going to go to space. First. And he's going to space. He's like, oh, is that alright for you guys? It's like, yeah, no, it's fine. We'll train that boy so he's good at space and not trash. Like, he'll pick it up. And then Lady Uni's like, alright, Jeffrey, I'll see you soon. Meanwhile, some bad dudes chatting. Okay, first here's Lady Une and his Katie Mannequin talking. It's like, it would be a shame if this new global society, like, that people fought so hard for after all of the quakes went down in flames. But here's Cygus Irony. No, Cygus. Yeah, Cygus. Where is he? Cygus. Yeah, just call him Cygus. But he's Cygus. Yeah, Katie Mannequin, General Cygus. But he's a one-star general like Katie Mannequin, and he wants the world to get into war because he loves it. He's a general. And it's all in the name of putting down the OZ on a course. He wants to get rid of him. And then Lady Une is like, Cygus Irony. I always figured that he was a patterned. Katie Une is like, yeah, like he used to be like a pacifist. So his open hostility towards Lady Une and to everybody is really confusing. Maybe something fishy's going on. Spaceman, always wanted you to go into Babylon's Inn. The office looks a bit familiar from V. I think you